Okay, June 29th. 1956, President Eisenhower signs the Interstate Highway Act. This basically created our system of interstates, starting in 56, and then it took decades to complete the original plan. So his support of this came from, in 1919, he was asked to lead a convoy from the East Coast to the West Coast to kind of see how long it would take if we needed to move an army from east to west. Well, they started off in July, and it took until September. So almost 2 months, almost exactly 2 months to get across the country. Vehicles got bogged down, bridges need to be rebuilt, the roads were terrible. So that's kind of the support, some of his support. And then during World War II, he got to see the German Autobahn system, which that immediately even made his scheme even broader. So that in the 1950s, when he signed the Highway Act, now you're talking about huge four plus lane interstates spread out over the whole country. And his support for the interstate system was not about transportation for commercial use, it was defense. How do you move if we're attacked? How do you evacuate people? How do you move armies around to be able to defend? And how do you again get all these troops out there? So almost every Air Force base in the country has easy access to an interstate system, and that was by design. Some of them were later. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base wasn't connected up until much later, and so again, that was the plan. So his support of this in 1950s, 54 is when he announced the idea, or announced his support, because actually some of the designs actually taking place when FDR was president, so even much earlier. So again, that's all I have for today. In 1956, President Eisenhower signs the Interstate Highway Act. I will see you tomorrow.